Welcome to the OTC podcast, a show where I bring a guest to the outdoors and we bring the outdoors to you. I'm your host, Nico Prada, and today my guest is one of the coolest musicians to come out of South Florida and probably going to be in many more places than South Florida. Please give it up for your next performer coming to the stage, my good friend, Miss Alexa Lash. What's up?
I'm ready.
You are ready. All right. We are somewhere in Miami, beautiful little park. The mosquitoes also think so. So if you see us slapping ourselves or each other or perhaps even other people, that's probably why. I'm super excited to have you on this podcast because I've known you a long time. We met at I think it was Churchill's open mic. For those who don't know, Churchill's is kind of like, I always call it like Miami's CBGB type. It's grimy, it's gross, but really cool bands play over there.
The bathrooms are famously gross.
The bathroom.
I think they've left them like with their charm, you know.
Yeah, that's the crazy. I think that was the first question anybody asks whenever they say, are they going to reopen? Whenever there's an announcement that they're going to reopen Churchill's, there's always somebody asking, are the bathrooms still going to be disgusting? And people are like, well, of course. We're not trying to destroy history here.
They're designed to be disgusting. It's actually painted markings on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
never actually dirt.
God,
it's just not real.
I don't know. I think a lot of it at one point was actually poop.
I mean, the point is that we did these open mics together, and they were interesting for sure.
They
it
really
was how I got
were.
my start. I was wearing these like green teal jeans and like a black and white like button down, sleeveless button down.
Oh my God.
And like I listened back to the video, I was like, can you take this down off YouTube? I was not confident. I was so nervous.
Did you I gave you a little bit of homework. Is that all right? Did you?
I kind of did the homework.
You kind of, that's all right. Most people kind of did the homework. I kind of did the homework, and I'm the teacher because I'm the one who came up with it, and I don't even know my Disney characters very well. But it's something I do at the beginning of every episode. I say, on the Disney princess scale,
okay,
from Sleeping Beauty to Pocahontas,
yes,
how outdoorsy are you?
Okay, so I had to think about this. Number one, because most of the Disney princesses have like, there's just a lot of issues there, you know?
Yeah.
But if we remove like the bestiality aspect, I would say that it would probably be Belle, because occasionally she goes outside to play in the snow and stuff, but like for the most part she likes books.
Okay, there you go. That's
like,
perfect.
Yeah, I was a Girl Scout.
Okay.
And I did camp outs.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, I feel like it's just gotten so hot. Like,
yeah,
from 20 years ago, going camping is very different from going camping now.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait for those like 2.5 semi-cold weeks that we get in Florida.
Right.
So I can go camping.
I went to Yosemite once, and that
cool.
So that was a beautiful outdoor experience where I got to still stay in like a cabin setting. And then when I went to Alaska, like that's also a chance to be outdoors, but it's not hot and there's no mosquitoes. You might run into a bear in the middle of town.
It's like a big mosquito.
Coming out of an alley.
Holy moly.
Not to say that's not a true story.
Not to say that's not a true. So that is
it's
a true
story.
It's a true story. You saw what, a grizzly?
Is it like a black bear? The ones that aren't dangerous. They are dangerous.
Gay men. But I want to ask you just a tiny bit more about the Girl Scout stuff. You grew up in Florida, in South Florida?
I did. I'm from Miami, born and raised, North Miami Beach.
Okay. And so you did your Girl Scouting over here?
Yeah, so I did it during high school randomly. I went to school with some people who were in troop, and they were like recruiting, and I was like, hell yeah. It was like late in life kind of Girl Scouting. I think I did it for a couple of years.
Okay.
My last name's Lash, but this isn't why. I learned how to whip rope, which is like putting kind of like a waxy material at the end of the rope to keep it from fraying.
Okay.
Like it basically, because when you cut rope, it frays, and
you can't just burn it.
To remove the
I've tried just burning it. It doesn't work. So
you whip it with this like kind of waxy material.
Okay, and that makes sense.
Yeah. So we did like a talent portion. There was like archery stuff. It was fun.
It sounds like you had one of the really cool Girl Scout troops, because a lot of people say that you know, one of the issues they had with Girl Scouts is that they didn't really teach you what they taught the boys.
You mean they taught you business acumen by selling Girl Scout cookies, which is why women make better managers. I definitely did outdoor activities.
That's amazing. That's awesome. I love hearing that.
So, yeah, I don't know. I spent so much time outdoors as a kid, and then like as an adult, it was no longer appealing.
Gotcha.
I think it was the mosquitoes.
You're definitely not an indoor cat, because we're out here getting pretty semi-bit up, and you're not like crying and complaining, let's go to Starbucks. So, tell you what, while we figure that part out of whether you're joking or not, why don't we try to find a nice, not super buggy place to sit, although I have a feeling we're gonna have a little bit of trouble. And then you can tell me a little bit more about your music and stuff. What do you think?
Sounds good. Oh my God, that one was filled with blood.
All right, now that the lava is leering.
Perfect. I hope you use that moving forward.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay.
All right, can you see my head? Yes, good. Okay.
Can we see my head?
Yes.
Cool.
Welcome back to On Trail with Comedians, or wherever the fuck we are with comedians. I'm the comedian, she's the musician.
Hello.
Okay, so we kind of just survived a little ordeal. Yeah, we are in what might look like nature, but there's actually a restaurant behind us, if you can hear some of that Cuban music playing. You know Jurassic Park?
We were attacked.
We were attacked. We were swarmed.
I mean, there was murder.
There was
blood on my hands.
Oh my God, yeah. You might have the DNA of multiple people on your hands. Like,
I'll just get accused of being a serial killer. They'll be like, I found all this DNA on you.
Yeah, that could be, because that mosquito was full of fucking, hello, how you doing? Full of fucking blood. So we are now in a slightly more public area now where we can actually sit down without getting absolutely sworn, because it was they got on my camera.
Yeah, and now we have ambiance.
Yeah, exactly, right? We have nice little music, bought a nice little Gatorade from the market next door. These little hidden gems. I've been discovering a ton of these when I started doing the show, because it's not like I'm some kind of trail expert and I know all these things. I'm just a motherfucker who likes to hike. And so when
I like to hike to wineries.
More of a stumble back home than a...
Innocent. I get it.
That mosquito was guilty. We didn't give it due process, but that's the Miami way now. No. Oh, God.
You can't, it's really hard not to slip politics in there.
Yeah, no, and it's hard not to be a little desensitized by everything we're going through.
It is awkward advertising gigs when there's like so much chaos.
I know.
It is a problem.
I know.
I do struggle with it. I write about it a lot.
You got to keep the arts alive, though.
It's necessary, and honestly, I think there's a way to mix what's going on with like the arts, for sure. I think right now there needs to be more like art activism. Yeah,
I think so. What I can't stand is the people who are like, punk rock is going to be amazing in the next 10 years. It's like, you can't look at it that way, man. What kind of fucking like suburban rich white anarchist are you? That's so fucking overwhelming.
Well, it's what? Alcatraz, alligator, well, I hate calling it that because it makes it sound cute. It's that, and then today is the floods in Texas and the kids like were lost.
Missing, dead and missing kids, and here we're over here like, all right, but make sure you keep it funny, Alexa. You know, like, it's hard.
Because we're overwhelmed and inundated, and we're getting something every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like now the lead time between when it's appropriate to make a joke, like people have truncated that to like nothing.
Comedy is tragedy plus, all right, we're over it, let's do it, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's become that quick, but here we are. And so without further ado, I want to ask you about your music.
Yeah.
Because I really try to say it in a way that's not brown-nosing, but I don't invite people on my show that I don't think are awesome. So like, how did you get into playing music?
So I actually was in chorus in elementary school. So I started pretty early from like that perspective.
Okay.
And then in middle school, there was no choir. There was like, I think they had one and then they got rid of it.
Okay.
And somehow I got finagled into singing with the school band.
With the marching band?
Kind of, but like they were gonna do like Yankee Doodle Dandy and stuff, and like needed a singer. It was this like random chick singer with not a lot of experience singing, now singing Yankee Doodle Dandy with this like my middle school band.
Okay.
And then in high school we had a choir program, like there was a magnet program.
Okay.
So I had too many traumatic experiences, and I just like I didn't try out.
Okay.
I think I was afraid of failure at that time, but I was still singing for fun. Like I joined the Girl Scout troop that I mentioned.
Okay.
And like for one of the competitions, there's like a performance at the end. I wrote a song for one of them. And so I've always kind of like somehow integrated music into like homework assignments and other things. And then college. So undergrad, I went to UCF, and I would do like open mic nights and do a cappella singing because I didn't play an instrument except vocals. I won a pizza at a contest at one of my housing developments singing one of these songs a cappella. Yeah, claims to fame is winning that pizza. And then...
But you were already songwriting by then. You weren't just singing then.
Right.
You said was it in middle school when you wrote the song?
I wrote a song in middle school. I wrote a song. I was a camp counselor, and I wrote a country song.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. It was like, I can't even remember what it was called right now, but the point is that I've been writing lyrics because I was writing poetry for so long, but I never like considered it anything. I like didn't think that what I was writing was that good.
That's that low self-esteem that makes great musicians right there.
Imposter syndrome.
I know. It's
so beautiful. It's such a beautiful thing. And I've written about it. I've written about this imposter syndrome stuff, but at the same time, like I didn't know what I was doing with it. I wanted to do it, but your parents and grandparents are like, you know, you got to get a job that pays money and blah, blah, blah. So I was always very sensible, and so I kind of like sidetracked the music.
Yeah.
And then like college happened, and I went to grad school, and I was doing karaoke like religiously.
Were you hosting karaoke or just going to?
I wasn't hosting, I was just going.
Okay.
And I became friends with like the live band karaoke people at Whiskey Tango in Holland when Hollywood Circle still had Whiskey Tango.
Okay.
And then I would like, I don't know, it was just so much fun. It was so much fun to do live band karaoke, take my friends out like every week to go to karaoke. Like 20 people would come.
Impressive. And
they would come weekly with me out to these karaoke outings, because once you're in it, you're in it.
Blood in, blood out karaoke.
Right.
Can't just back out of this.
No, you're in it to win it. And then, I don't know, so I started out doing karaoke. It got me my self-confidence to do things on stage.
That's super cool. I
wasn't very good.
That is super cool. And it's baffling to me and probably some viewers that like somebody would be too shy to audition for a magnet program, but not to do karaoke in front of strangers. It just goes to show how shyness can, it's everything's a spectrum, including like that shyness or self-esteem or things like that.
Well, auditioning for those kinds of things is nerve-wracking. I couldn't read music. Like I could, and then I couldn't. Like I knew how to read music when I was doing elementary school stuff, because we had to try out for like an honors choir. And I made it into that, and like it just didn't, my confidence, man, the older you get, like the more people make you feel like shit about yourself, and it makes it harder to function.
But you play really well.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, when did you start playing guitar? Because you said you didn't play instruments you were talking about all the way up until college, right?
Yeah, so I started going to karaoke down south here, connected with my friend Johan, we created November May. It wasn't until, so my band basically after a few years broke up.
Okay.
Just differences of opinion. I was like freaked out. I was like, shit, like what am I gonna do? Like I realized I couldn't not play music. I just started this other job that was very stressful, and music was so fulfilling, I couldn't let it go. So in 2018, 2019-ish, right before the pandemic, I picked up a guitar and was like, okay, for my birthday, I wanna play MIA. I wanna play one song with my band. And so then I started doing that, and then during the pandemic, I was just playing guitar over and over, writing a bunch of songs. Like every time I would learn a new chord, I would write a song so I could remember how to play the chord.
That's awesome.
So I was like, oh, B minor, let's go.
That's amazing. I love that.
I haven't.
That's such a good little psychological game to keep yourself going. I love that.
Yeah, so then I'm like, I can't not know this chord. In 2019, 2020, I got the piano and started learning that. I didn't learn it correctly, so I had to like unlearn some stuff.
Okay, interesting.
And then, so I learned all these things like literally within the past 5-6 years. And there's obviously, there's so much wiggle room for me to be better, but I definitely like encourage anyone who wants to start. You can start anytime.
Yeah, I feel like if any story should be inspiring, it should be this one. And I'll tell you why, because the first time I saw you play with, can I mention the band, the Old Fashions?
Yeah.
The first time I saw you play with the Old Fashions was when pandemic was starting to like sort of lift some of its rules. That you told me you started playing guitar around the start of pandemic, give or take?
Yeah.
And this was just a little bit after pandemic, so less than 2 years, and you were up there. I'm not saying you were shredding like Hendrix, but you were playing and singing at the same time and hitting all the chords right, and that was really freaking impressive.
Thank you.
So like, if anyone is watching this and is afraid to start, oh, I'm not good enough, just throw that fucking passion that you're looking at right here, throw that in there, and you will be good enough. You'll be more than good enough.
You also like, sometimes you don't have to play that much, right? Like you can have a couple of bare bones chords and like play a really beautiful song.
Yeah.
Without that much. Like that's what was beautiful about singing a cappella, is that melody always was like with me, because I would have these complicated songs that I didn't have any instrumentation to.
Gotcha.
And so I would just sing them. I really love making music.
I can tell.
And I'm
having
learning
seen
bass
you perform.
now. I'm trying to learn how to play bass. I'm obviously trying to get better at guitar. My goal for the end of the year is to play one solo on guitar. So.
Well, the way things are going, I think you're gonna nail it.
And then I may or may not have acquired a clarinet. And I wanna because I'm just so curious about everything. Like, I don't know what took me so many years to be this curious about learning new things.
But it doesn't matter, look how it's going.
I know. I was like, stop, and I'm like, no. Nobody's saying stop. Some people are saying stop. Some people get mad at you. I feel like they get mad when you're like trying to do so much, but I got makeup for lost time. I was kind of a lame teenager.
Well, I would say as long as you're not doing it because you feel some kind of external pressure to make up for that time, but if you're doing it out of like your own actual passion and something, which is what it sounds like, then I would say fucking go for it. Are you kidding me? Play the clarinet, play the oboe. The French horn should be next.
I really like playing the kazoo.
Yeah?
It annoys the shit out of my partner.
Okay. Thank you so much for being on the show. You can, where can we check you out? Like, you have your social media pages for music and stuff like that?
Yep, everything is, well, for me, everything's under Alexa Lash Music. Alexa like Amazon, Lash like your eye. And then I also have an Instagram page for Alexa and the Old Fashions.
Well, on that note, let's sign out. Check out Alexa Lash on social media. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming with me, and I'm sorry we got so bit up.
It's okay.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you want to help the channel grow, you can subscribe or like, or hit the notification bell, or leave a comment down below. I'll try my best to answer, so long as you're swinging above the belt. If you really want to help, you want to help me feed my guests and pay my bills, I will put links to my Venmo and Cashapp and Patreon down below. If you like my guests, I will also put tags to their social media in the description. Always remember that here at OTC, we encourage our viewers to respectfully and responsibly enjoy the outdoors, know your local ordinances, abide by leave no trace principles, learn something cool, and I'll see you on the next hike.